Hola amigos, soy Ruth. Hoy quiero presentar otra clase de español. These are short, easy classes that you can just keep accessing. I'm going to do 100, 100 de ellos, 100 of them, 100 de ellos. This is all stuff that you can say, you can repeat, you can use en tus conversaciones, en tus estudios. So today, la clase is called Make Comparisons. This is inspired by Duolingo, section 3, and that's lesson 5 in the one that I've looked at. So make comparisons. Right, we're going to do that with the verb ser. That means to be, okay? There's lots of verbs we could use in certain circumstances, estar, tener, but today, ser, okay? Ser, to be, the most irregular, the most common, okay? Ser. So, to make a statement, you can say ser and use it with más que, and that means more than, or menos que, and that means less than. If somebody's tall, they are alto, all right? The father of my daughter, el padre de mi hija, is taller than I am, is more tall than I, right? Es más alto que yo. You say it. El padre de mi hija es más alto que yo. Okay, simple, all right? If I'm talking about my daughter is taller than me. Now I'm going to have to say alta because she's a girl. So alta describes a feminine noun, and she is a feminine noun, right? So my daughter is taller than me. How would you say that? Mi hija es más alta que yo, right? Now, if you're going to say she's less tidy, the word for tidy is easy. It's like order. So, ordenada. Ordenada. Ordenado if you're talking about a male, and ordenada if you're talking about a female. So, my daughter is less tidy than me. Try it. Mi hija es menos ordenada que yo, right? So it's that easy. If you want to say she's messier than me, that's simple as well. That's desordenada. Desordenada. All right? So how would I say she's messier than me? If I'm going to say she, I'm just going to use ella. Ella es más desordenada que yo. Right? One more, we'll have fuerte, which means strong. I've just come back from my run. So fuerte, fuerte, strong. Like forte, a fort is a stronghold. Okay, so fuerte, nice easy word to remember, fuerte. So let's say I am stronger than my daughter. You do it. Yo soy más fuerte que mi hija. All right, it might be true, it might not. We haven't tested it. Pero sé, I know, sé que mi vecino is my neighbor, mi vecino es mucho más fuerte que yo. All right? Okay, now, if we're just implying, we don't have to say the whole sentence. We don't have to say than, all right? And very often we're just going to say, I'm taller. And that would just be soy más alta. Or I want to be stronger. And I'm not saying I want to be stronger than I am now, because that's implied. So we're just going to say, I want to be stronger. So it's ser, and I want is quiero, isn't it? So quiero ser más fuerte. Quiero ser más fuerte. So that's why I'm training. Quiero ser más fuerte. I want to be richer The word for rich I always find a little bit weird because it's rico, rico or rica, and it's like a name, and it also means tasty or delicious. So I just find it a little bit strange, but maybe that's just me. It also means rich, as in dinero, as in cash efectivo, money in my bank account. So how would you say, I want to be richer? Try it. Quiero ser más rica. En mi caso, if you're a man, quiero ser más rico. Okay? Or maybe you don't. No quiero ser más rico. Maybe. Yo sí. Quiero ser más rica. Bueno, mucho más rica. All right. Now, so we've done some statements with a full comparison, and we've also done some implications there. You might also want to use comparisons to give compliments. You might compliment when you're traveling a whole people, un pueblo. If I was talking about the people from the United States, I could call them Americanos, but I have a little problem with that because the Nicaraguans are also Americanos. Los Colombianos son Americanos. So I'm going to go with United Statians, which is estadounidenses. Los estadounidenses. And that means the people from the United States. Okay, it is a word. I haven't just made it up. United Statians is made up. Estadounidenses isn't. It comes from Estados Unidos. States United, estadounidenses. Okay, you can remember that. Estadounidenses y son de los Estados Unidos. ¿Vale? ¿Todo bien? Perfecto. Right, now, a lot of things about los estadounidenses. They are known for being abiertos, which means open. Abiertos. An aperture opens, right, on a camera. Abiertos. Right, so abierto, aperture, it means open. All right, the same as a shop, same as a person. Son abiertos. So los estadounidenses son más abiertos que nosotros, than us, than the English. We're a bit more cerrados. Okay. All right, you might, as a compliment, and it is true, in mi opinión, los estadounidenses, not estados, but estado, los estadounidenses son más amables. They are friendlier. Son más amables que nosotros. Now it's your turn. How would you say the United States people are more friendly than us? Go. Los estadounidenses son más amables que nosotros. And connect the speech. Los estadounidenses son más amables que nosotros. See? So practice saying the words individually and then practice saying it un poco más rápido. See? To get that fluency. Los estadounidenses son más generosos que nosotros. Remember, GE makes a H sound. Son más generosos que nosotros. Now, you can pick your nationality. You can pick your nation. You can pick where you've traveled. You might have traveled to España. So, los españoles, how do you find them? Maybe they are noisy, right? Maybe they're noisier than you. In England, a lot of people are quite quiet. So, más ruidosos. So how would you say, if we're talking about los españoles, how would you say the Spanish are noisier than us? Go. Okay, I don't know if I gave you enough time with that word ruidoso. So ruido is noise. Ruido. I'll put a link to a gorgeous song that I love called Ruido, all right, in the description. Ruidoso is the word for noisy, and we were going to say the Spanish are noisier than us, which is los españoles son más ruidosos que nosotros. All right? Last one, we might have the Italians being more passionate than us. All right, so we might be like this, whereas the Italians might be cheering and really going for it, really partying. So they are apasionados, apasionados, passionate. Okay, so you can say the Italians are more passionate than us. Go. Los italianos son más apasionados que nosotros. Wherever you've traveled, maybe los argentinos, maybe los mexicanos, maybe los puertorriqueños, wherever you've been, how are they? How could you use this más que nosotros to give a compliment? Right. Think about it, maybe put it in the description, in the comments, or maybe just say hola in the comments, right? I've got another word, another couple of words, because when we're making comparisons, there are some irregular words, just like we don't say gooder or badder, they say mejor and peor instead, right? So they say mejor, mejor. Think of it however you want to think of it. Mejor means better, right? Mejor. And peor, 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 mejor with a little r. Mejor, practice that. I need to practice it too. Mejor, better. Peor, peor, worse. Maybe I say, this book is worse. Este libro es peor. And this film is the best, okay? Esta película. Película literally is the word for film. Like if you have like a film, like a very thin film, that's película también, all right? So in Los Estados Unidos, they call a film, the British word, a movie, the American word. And we're taking that on now. But película, a film, is always a film, all right? So, if you want to say this film is the best, it's la película. So, esta película, how would you say is the best? Es la mejor, right? So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to watch una película. Cuidado, before I go, cuidado means careful, all right? La comparación puede causar daño, puede hacer daño. It can hurt people, all right? So I would say, and I think the person you're most likely to hurt is yourself. En mi experiencia, people are less kind, menos amables con themselves, consigo mismo, que con los demás. All right? So, first, sé amable contigo mismo or contigo misma. All right? Sé amable. All right? Don't compare yourself negatively with other people or with your past self or with anybody. So, sé amable. All right? Be kind. Contigo mismo. And if you internalize one thing from this lesson today, make it that sentence. Sé amable contigo mismo. All right? So if you want to tell yourself like a mantra, you can say, I'm going to be kind with myself, right? Voy a ser amable conmigo misma. If you're a man, voy a ser amable conmigo mismo. All right? So this is muy importante. Comparisons pueden hacer daño. Sé amable contigo mismo. Y sé amable con los demás, right? Now, I would like to know if you think it's better without this green screen, so do let me know. Also, the original 100 Days of Spanish that I did way back in lockdown, there's a link for that series if you want to. And vuelve pronto por un poco más de español. Look up the PDF so you don't forget anything from today. Easy, fácil, pero es importante recordar el español. Get that PDF, put it in your notes y nos vemos pronto. Adiós amigos.